and I have it written down actually over here, so we're gonna go to it real quick. I'm doing some clicking. Hold on. This is live. We're doing it live. Because I wanted to make sure I read it. The last time I kind of tried to like not read it the way she said it. Because it makes more sense if I read it the way she said it. Hold on. Scrolling down the Facebook. The Book of Faces. I'm also wondering if I should just do a separate Facebook page for this. Okay, so the question is, why is it that the older you get, the less you care about what other people think or say about you? This is an excellent question. This is totally anecdotal. I don't think I have to do like a whole ton of research on it, or because it's going to be what a lot of people say. And some of this is observation. Like I've known several older people in my life. I got older friends of mine. I got older relatives. And I got my own like observation from being older, from having a few younger people in my life and being around them, or being the oldest person at work. So, and this is different. This is not even necessarily representative of my own experience. The older people that I know are more accomplished. Like they've been married and they had kids and some have grandkids. Or they're older and they've been through a bunch of things. They've had their own life tragedies. They've gotten divorced or people have died. It's really just life. Like I guess at a certain point, because I'm old enough to have seen a ton of tragedy up until this point. Like one of my closest friends tends to chide because I have a funeral suit. That's how many, like I've gone to enough funerals where I have an actual set of clothes that I wear just to funerals. And I thought that was going to be something that was going to be true when I got older. And I've probably been going to people's funerals since I was 17, at least. So, but what it is to answer this question, you get so much of life gets to you to a point where you just like, what are you trying to prove? Like who are you really trying to prove it to? When you're younger, when you're in your 20s or your 30s, you feel like you're trying to attract people, you're trying to get noticed, and it seems like the older you get, the less you really want a whole bunch of attention, and the less you really want a whole bunch of people in your business. Like you really just want peace. And so there's a lot of peace of mind for having your own thought and not really like it's it's a lot like this. I make this analogy. It's a lot like that when someone says do this or else, and I'm always like or else what? Because there's an implied thing there. It's just like, okay, well, after I don't do what you want me to do, you're gonna try to do something, and it's just entertainment at that point. When I feel like after a certain age, everything is or else. Like everything is like, we're gonna do something. You're like, what are you gonna do? What? I mean, like, what's more painful than what's already occurred? Like the past really is prologue at that point. Like whatever this new situation is gonna be is just the next thing to happen. So there's not a whole bunch of surprises or because like it's like it's fried green tomatoes, where the two younger girls are like they're gonna try the older lady. She's like, I'm older and I got more insurance. That's kind of what it is. It's like you can try it, but I don't know that the results are going to be what you really want them to be. And so, and it really, like, younger people are way more into, attention and being noticed and the need for approval and acceptance. And that's why people care. Like, little kids absolutely need approval and acceptance. Teenagers are always trying to look to be in the in crowd. 20-somethings are trying to also be in the in crowd. And sometimes once you get married, you kind of end up keeping up with the Joneses thing. I never met the Joneses, never liked the Joneses. Like, and I think more people than me, this part I will say is from my thoroughly own experience. I've never been trendy. I'm not a trendy guy now. I'm not a person that is super high on fashion. I've never been into having the nicest clothes or being in the big house on the hill or nothing like that. Like, there are people, or like, it's why Instagram is not for me. Like, I'm just not into, oh man, so and so's doing it over here, or so and so's wearing these clothes. I don't care. Are you clothed? That's what I care about. You know what I'm saying? And so that's never been a thing for me. And I think it's that need to belong is why people care. When you get old enough, you already have your circle. Like, you got your kids, you got your family, you got your close friends. You're like, okay, I'm not trying to make new friends or expand my circle at a certain age. That's why. So that's what I got. I couldn't do a whole bunch of internet research on that one, because the internet in this situation is the antithesis of the question. That because social media and because the internet in general is about farming for attention, it's the worst place to try to answer this question. So I was just able to answer it more or less anecdotally. So that's it for this one new question. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and keep the questions coming. And I know the questions hopefully get more difficult in the comment section of any of these videos, or just, I think I might have to make a Facebook page like I was talking about earlier. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But have a great day. Have a great tomorrow. And I will see you in the next video.